y'all see the Logic cover, man? Did y'all see that for It Was a Good Day? He's very upset.
No, he's not.
Well, it looks like he's cursing on his response. But maybe he's not upset. But did y'all see?
I didn't listen to it.
DJ Spool sent this to me.
I did listen to Logic's album though.
Oh yeah,
he's got some records on there I like.
Yeah, this is the thing about Logic, and I hate to.
No, go ahead. We'll get to it. Go ahead.
Topic since
we'll
Logic.
get to it. We'll get to it.
Logic's songs actually sound good, but it's when you recognize that they're really not Logic songs.
Is it
and
still
what I mean by
Kendrick-ish?
that, he pretty much mimics anybody he feels like mimicking, and he doesn't really make bad music, but that's what makes it bad, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, the only way I know how to explain.
He just doesn't have like a very identifiable identity for his style.
Mm-hmm.
It's very chameleon-esque.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this live cover of It Was a Good Day, like, has him.
That's a good example, though.
Yeah, it is. And actually, the vibe of the music, the musicians part, is actually dope. But Spool sent it to me, and I couldn't get past the part where he starts like singing, and he's like, "And Mama cooked the breakfast with no hog," and it's got an echo on it, all that. I'm like, nah, this ain't it.
Mama cooked the breakfast with no hog.
There were mad responses to people that did not like this. Like Joe Budden didn't like it and started clowning him.
Joe Budden don't like nothing. We already
talked
know
about that.
You know he don't like Logic.
He was like, you should never get around any recording equipment ever again, and pretty much going in. They've had some history in the past.
Don't go to the studio ever again. You are the worst, yo.
But Logic said Ice Cube was like, it's cool. Like, he vouched for it and was like, no problem.
Then nothing else really matters.
Thank you, Lone. If Ice Cube says it's cool, his son got mad.
Yeah, his son was mad about it. Talking about don't be rapping about my mom or something.
Yeah,
because he references his his mom in the song.
Like at least throw another.
Everybody's
name
rapping about your mom at this point because who doesn't know the words? It was a good day.
I to be honest, this seems extra.
When he said Cube rock with it, I was like, well, ain't too much I can say.
I just feel like this is it's become kind of cool to trash Logic.
Yeah.
Just to trash him.
I agree.
And you know, like when it's warranted to speak about some stuff, I think that's cool. But to me, I listened to what I heard, and just my personal opinion when I listened to it, I was like, oh, this is straight. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, oh man, I can't believe he's covering. I was like, no, it seems like he's doing it justice. He's not like, it doesn't sound horrible. And he got Cube's permission. Like, what else? Like, who cares at that point?
Spools and I on the phone laughing about it was prior to me acknowledging that Cube was like, man, do your thing. And for some reason, that actually made me feel like, if Ice Cube says it's cool,
but it shouldn't.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
I agree. I understand that. But what I say that to say that changed a little bit for me because it's not necessarily about Cube per se. It's just about the concept of being like, you know what? It's really not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? It's really not that big of a deal. And I definitely laughed at it, but not that bad, bro. Like, it's actually, he's paying homage to it, which is a good thing. And I'm one of the people that preaches for that, to have artists to show love to the older artists. So, it's cool, but I just laughed at the no hog part, bro. Like, me and Spools was on the phone cracking up. Shout out to the homie Spools.
And I think that's cool, but I don't know. It just, the amount of hate that he's seen, I think it's just.
He gets a lot of flack for no reason. A lot. For a dude that's not trash, like if somebody can look me in my face and be like, Logic is trash, I'm like,
there's a lot of people that don't rock with him.
That's true, but
a lot. And I'm not even a big fan of him.
Me neither, but I can acknowledge that he makes dope records and he's got some heat.
He does make some dope records. Yeah. I ain't gonna front.
I like his Wake Up record that just dropped.
Can't get enough, no, I can't get enough.
He got some heat.
It's like super good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Logic got heat. But here's a comment that I thought was interesting. He said, but you know what would be great? He said, if you're right, he said, I should do a whole effing album and just do a whole album of effing hard ass 90s records and call it Logic's Greatest Hits and get all the OGs paid with the publishing and everything. So just, I'm paraphrasing, but more records like this that are covers and just
that's
cool. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Go do some Melly Mel stuff. Maybe it'll help.
I knew that was cool.
He gave
that was like.
I knew that was cool.
That was a different.
The old style hurrah.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's actually kind of a cool idea.
I'm not mad at that.
I mean realistically, that's a great way for people to pay homage to some of these older artists that don't get a lot of.
Give me a record you want to
give me a record. I mean, wasn't nobody mad at at Joey Badass for doing
Umi Says.
Umi Says.
I don't wanna write this down.
It was a good version of it though. Good
So I
rendition.
mean, you
of it.
can't really be mad at Logic for doing.
Jay Moore, give me a record
It was a
you
good
want to
day.
see Logic cover on his Logic's greatest.
The way you worded that though.
Don't.
Public Enemy, Can't Trust It.
No, he's not about to sing that with an
Why not?
acoustic
Why
band.
not?
I
He
don't
did
know
it.
about
It
that
was a
one.
good day.
He did do it.
If we're just gonna
911 is a joke.
No, we're just gonna that was Can't Trust It was
Can't
a hard
Trust It.
record.
Give me a record, Long, that you like to see Logic doing his
Yeah,
Logic's
just
greatest hits.
Logic.
So again,
ruined for
I said
people.
something for Melly Mel, so hopefully he can stop hating.
It's gonna do the message.
Do the message, man.
You could do
You can
something.
do LL
I
Cool J.
really
I'm
need-
bad.
I really need. Oh, that's yours.
Yeah, you can do LL Cool J. I'm
That'd be
bad.
kind of I can see that.
What
man.
about Gin and Juice?
I feel like I've heard someone try to.
Has
do
somebody
that
done
before.
Gin and Juice?
Yeah, because I remember there were some white dudes that did Boys in the Hood and left all the N words in it, like at one point, and
I
thought
don't
it
know.
was
But I
funny.
don't know if he should go that route. But
Yeah, he definitely shouldn't go that route.
What's the joint? It's like da da da.
I mean, he's
da,
black.
Da, da, da.
oh, I ain't no
I
joke.
ain't no joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the name of the song though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, Logic is black for people that don't know.
Yeah.
he's what they would.
He's white passing. but
He's
black.
definitely white passing.
He's what?
No,
If,
no,
if
I-
this was back in the day, he would be
He would,
what would be considered either in the house or house adjacent.
Facts.
But
Facts.
it depends on where you go. Because I saw a story. Because you go
He's definitely in the
down
house or
those
house
those
adjacent.
deep rabbit holes on YouTube, and it was like this 6-part miniseries. And it was
Queen?
about no, not Queen. y'all had to really be paying attention to about Halle Berry and Queen.
Right.
Wow.
No, and then there was this family, and they were from New York, and he and his light skinned wife wanted to, have a different kind of life. They moved to Oklahoma, and they
Of all
decided
places.
they was gonna pass.
Mm.
And I was like, well, luckily they went to Oklahoma and not like New Orleans, because you'd have to have some explaining to do because they know what it is in New Orleans.
100%.
The thing is, I'm looking at them, I'm like, wow, the people in New Orleans just wanted to believe because, and they went on to live as white folk, if you will. And then their kids went on to live as white people and married white people. But I'm looking at them like, y'all don't see these blonde afros here? Didn't nobody ask no questions? I'm like, I'm sorry, this is the worst case of passing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, but shout out to Logic. I mean, it's white identifying and white living.
Man, listen. If he does that,
Shout out to him. At the end of the day,
he identifies as black.
He
though.
identifies as black. He's like he
identifies.
He could possibly be black. He could possibly be white to white people who don't know any different. I look at him and be like, no, sir.
When I first saw him, I thought he was white.
No.
so did I.
Like,
do you guys think there's a percentage of his fan base that's still? No, I don't think so,
No,
because
Not his fan base.
not his
they
core fan
absolutely
base.
know
Yeah,
he's
they
not.
know. You're right. They know. They know.
yeah, because he
You're right.
talks about it too much for them not to
Yeah,
know.
that's a good point.
Yeah, it's very true.
I mean, his Rapture episode was cold though. I think he had one on Rapture. Or am I tripping? On Netflix?
No,
I don't think he did have
Yeah, his
one.
was cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, his was cold.
He's got a good story.
I know he does.
And he
I
seems
agree.
like a cool enough guy.
I mean, the kid makes dope records. When he locked in, I understand what Terry's talking about. As
He did a
relates to
record with
styles
Seth
and stuff.
MacFarlane from Family Guy.
Word.
Yeah, it just dropped. I think the Gominator just mentioned it in the chat, but it's like Seth MacFarlane's like singing like Frank Sinatra on the song. It's
really?
It's super interesting.
Luck be a lady tonight.
Kinda.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sleep on that. I don't know what that is. But no,
Check it out.
Joe Budden been hating a lot, man. Like he been
screaming
2 or
in
3
the mic
weeks in a
whole
row,
lot.
man.
Because that's what he does, and that's
He said the media media picks on him because of his opinions, and I'm like, fam, some of the stuff that you say on your podcast,
First of all,
nationally known,
we hate.
Fam, we definitely hate. We gonna hate some more tonight.
Look, we're like an inception of hate. We hate on the people who are hating.
Yeah.
It's like if you hold hate up to a mirror and then there's another mirror and the hate reflects in on itself.